God created everything. He doesn't need anything. What does God want the most? It's very simple. It's right there in the gospel. Jesus said it over and over and over again. Abide with me. Relate to me. Be with me. Communion is a picture of a conversation. When you're eating a meal, you're talking. It's not about the meal. It's about the meal is his body, right? The body of conversation that we're eating when we're talking with God and God is talking with us. That's what was lost in the garden, a communication. God told them, don't eat of that tree. They should have went back and said, what do you mean by that? But instead they got their interpretation from the devil instead of back to God. What do you mean by that? Right? We lost relationship. And when we lose relationship with our Heavenly Father, we lose relationship in our marriages, we lose relationship in our kids, we lose relationship in our communities, we lose relationship in our churches, we lose relationship in the world. And then when that happens, wars start rising. The deepest thing that God put in the essence of our being was our need for relationship with Him and our need of a relationship with one another. And if your relationship is not established in Him, your relationships will not be established or good with anyone else. The worst relationships I've ever had before I knew Jesus was none of us knew Jesus. Before I knew God was none of us knew God, so all of my relationships were broken. And when I got saved, those who knew God, and I barely knew Him, they were dysfunctional because I didn't know Him as well. The best relationships is when both men or women, right, whether married or not, know the Lord. Those are the best relationships. The worst relationships is when you know the Lord and that person doesn't, right? You know the Lord and that person's lukewarm knowing the Lord. Or vice versa. You're lukewarm and they know the Lord and you don't. Or you're brand new and they know the Lord and you don't. Those are hard relationships because that's what was stolen, that was broken. And Jesus comes to restore that. The last meal, the Last Supper was restored. Jesus finished that last meal out with His disciples. I'm bringing the meal that you guys skipped out on before you ate that fruit in Genesis. Conversation. Relationship. Relate to me as I relate to you. How do you get clean? I talk to the one who's holy, the one who's righteous, the one who's perfect.